Hi everyone, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. Here is another recipe for quick and easy ground beef casserole. This one's called Beefaroni casserole. This would be a great choice on a busy day when you need to put a hearty meal on the table in a short amount of time. So alright, let's get started. This just takes a few simple ingredients and there's not much chopping involved. Just take a saucepan, put some water in it, add a little salt, and start cooking 1.5 cups of macaroni. Of course, your water needs to be boiling hot before you add the macaroni to it. Cook it just until it's tender, not overcooked, because you're going to be putting it in the oven and you don't want it to be mushy. And while it's cooking, a little trick is to put a little vegetable oil in the water so that it doesn't stick together if you want to. And then you drain off the water in a strainer and let it sit until you're ready to add it. Now chop about 1/2 cup of onion. I'm using a sweet onion today, but I often use just a cooking onion. And then I'm pouring a little olive oil on the bottom of my frying pan here. Sometimes I use butter. Put the onions into the frying pan and saute them until they're golden brown like this. And then once the onions are cooked through, add 1 pound of ground beef. And this ground beef is lean. You can use whatever you prefer. But I take and crumble it with my fingers too so that it breaks it up more and it will be dispersed evenly throughout the casserole. Stir it frequently so that it browns on all sides while it's cooking. Sprinkle it nicely with some salt and pepper. I add a little more salt and pepper than I normally would because this recipe doesn't have a lot of seasonings added. Now just a little shortcut so that you don't have to chop garlic, I add a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Now this meal is really good for the whole family to enjoy, but it's especially liked by children. Because it has little spices in it, they really enjoy the pasta. It's something that you can put together quick and most people enjoy it. So now I'm getting together some of the other ingredients we're going to be adding. Sweet basil marinara sauce, about 2¼ cups. And here I'm grating some fresh cheddar cheese, about 1 or 2 cups, depending on how much you like on top. It always melts better when it's fresh cheese. Then grease the sides of your casserole dish. This is about a 9x11. Next we'll take the cooked meat and add the sweet basil marinara sauce to it. I like the sweet basil because it is a touch of sweetness with some herbs and spices already added to it. Now if you can't find sweet basil marinara, just use the regular marinara or just basil marinara. It all works fine. Next we add the cooked macaroni elbows. And then stir that until it's really well incorporated. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Now then take and pour your mixture into the casserole dish. And spread that out evenly, of course. So this is cooked at this point, so you can eat it just like it is, or put it in the casserole dish like this and place cheese on top and place it in the oven to add even more pizzazz. And since cheese is an extra in this dish, add as much or as little as you want. Now I sprinkled it kind of lightly with about 1 cup of cheese and placed it in the oven at 375 degrees for about 10 minutes. Alright, so time's up. Let's see what this looks like. Looks good. Cheese is melted, so I'm going to shut the oven off and take this out and it'll be ready to serve. Dinner is ready. Who wants some? Thanks for watching today's episode of Best Recipes with Sharon, and until next time, happy eating.